don't worry, you've not tuned in accidentally to an old edition of Top of the Pops. I'm Noddy Holder, and I've come to York too to uncover the origins of one of our best loved and famous carols.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Oh, here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
I suppose you already know that I love Christmas. But what you probably don't know is that God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen is the only carol that features in Dickens's classic Christmas story. God bless you, merry gentlemen, may nothing you dismay. And also you might not know that it dates back as far as the 16th century. It's my favourite carol too, and I want to find out how it came about. So I'm going to step back in time into the carefully restored medieval Barley Hall to meet conductor, choral director and Christmas carol expert Jeremy Summerlee. I was surprised that God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen was so old.
Well, it's old in that it's medieval, but it's Mediterranean. That you may not have known. And it's a Mediterranean folk tune. It's the angel talking to the shepherds on those Palestinian hills, and the angel's going, God rest you merry, gentlemen. In other words, rest, stay, merry, happy. Don't panic. It's all right, Christ has been born. That's what it means. But what happens is the Victorians misplace the comma, God rest you, comma, merry gentlemen. And actually this is what Dickens picks up.
Yeah.
So, and actually he changes it even more than that, because he goes, God bless you, merry gentleman, aimed at Scrooge, the singular gentleman.
Okay.
Completely changing the meaning. It's got nothing to do with the shepherds, the birth of Christ anymore.
It's a catchy melody and it's a catchy tune, but it's not, to me, it doesn't sound like a folk tune to me.
Yeah, the version that you know is quite four-square, but originally, when it was a medieval Mediterranean tune, I imagine it would have borne very little resemblance to the tune that you know now. But it's become popular because we've kind of Englished it up. Do you know what I mean? It's the same way that we do with our food. I know.
We don't take any nonsense, the English, though, do we? We think we're the best, and that's the way it should be.
You could put it like that. I couldn't possibly comment.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day.
During the Reformation, Christmas celebrations and Christmas carols were banned. It was due in part to the Waits bands of Yorkshire that these traditions were kept alive. Waits bands were led by important locals or council leaders and would sing outside churches, pubs and even homes. Yeah, you guys sound great. Fantastic, that. What's happened to Waits bands? Why don't we see them around anymore?
Well, they were professional players and they were a show of pomp and wealth for the city. As time went on and music became more popular and more common and more people played instruments, so the cities dispensed with paying for music, and lo and behold the Waits disappeared, really.
How important is it for you to keep on the tradition of Waits bands?
Well, we have a fascination with the music of the 14th, 15th, 16th century, and we really like to broadcast and carry on that tradition.
I find that, although I love the traditional carol services with the organ and the traditional Christmas carols, that to sing with these guys on these original instruments, and it's such a spirited sound that for me that's the true spirit of Christmas.
Well, I'd love to hear a few more bars. Go for it.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.